President Museveni, you have sent a message to Somaliland stating, quote, "We don't support the secession of Somaliland from Somalia because strategically it is wrong. Somaliland and Somalia should embrace politics of interest, which is more important than politics of identity," end quote. With all due respect, Mr. President, your remarks are factually, logically, strategically, and morally incorrect. I don't work for the government of Somaliland, nor am I a political leader. My voice represents the millions of Somalilanders who are tired of foreigners telling us to trade in our democratic reality for their fantasy of Somalia. Mr. President, the unity of Somaliland and Somalia is not a strategic gain for Somaliland. We have a functioning democracy, our economy is growing, and our infrastructure is improving. Your proposal is to trade that, to instead rejoin a prior failed union where your own Ugandan soldiers are still needed today to keep the peace. That's what you call strategically wise? The vast majority of Somalilanders were born after Somaliland restored its sovereignty in 1991. We only know the Somaliland government, the Somaliland flag, the Somaliland legal system, the Somaliland army, and Somaliland institutions. We never lived under the country you want us to join. Your solution ignores the reality of our people asking, no, telling us to trade what we know for something we have explicitly made clear we don't want. That is a colonial mindset, disappointing to hear from an African leader. You are right that this should be about our politics of interest. Indeed, it's in our interest to continue our democratic sovereignty, which has now existed longer than the failed union between Somaliland and Somalia. Mr. President, as Haruki Murakami once said, quote, "Time, like a river, flows only in one direction, and it carries us along with it, never turning back," end quote. The international community needs to accept that Somalilanders are not going back to an age that predates the vast majority of its people's lives.